Hey TubeUbers, TJ Pyramid here with another review, and that is of the movie Alyce Kills, or its original title, Alyce. Alyce is played by Jade Dornfeld, who does an awesome job as a young lady that kind of spirals out of control. Um, I saw another review that was kind of like comparing it to like Alice going down the rabbit hole, and that's pretty good. Being they do play the White Rabbit song in this movie. Um, so no spoilers, you know. Her, Alyce, and her friend Carol are partying, drugs, drinking, whatnot. And they decide to go up onto Alice's roof. They're messing around, and Alyce accidentally pushes her friend off the building. Um, she lies to the police about what happened and the family and what happened and everything, and realizes her friend is actually still alive. She's just in a really bad way in the hospital. So after that, the story kind of just focuses on Alice's descent into heavier and heavier drugs, going to visit her drug dealer, whose name is Rex, who has a really good speech in the movie too about society and stuff today. Weird coming from a drug dealer type character, but it's a really good speech. Um, this is written and directed by Jay Lee, whose other film, I know he has a couple others, but the one that comes out is Zombie Strippers with Jenna Jameson and Robert Englund, uh, which I haven't seen, and I didn't realize this was the guy who did that. Um, this is by the collective Bloody Disgusting. There's the disc right there. So after she realizes her friend's alive and she starts doing the heavier and heavier drugs, and it kind of follows her life, spiraling out of control. The movie drags a little bit in the middle section when it's focusing on her downward spiral. Uh, and it says here on the back, losing sleep, her job, and eventually her sanity, she finally decides to take control. She unleashes enough horror and chaos to satisfy any gorehound. So really that comes into play about the last, I'd say, 14 to 16 minutes of the film, not counting how many minutes the ending credits are, so probably 13 minutes all in all. And then there is some really good gore. Really, yeah, she really thoroughly wants to focus on doing something in her apartment to a not so lucky visitor, which is actually looks really well done. Uh, this it kind of has a lot of similarities when I started watching it and seeing her kind of going um, into the nutso zone. Kind of reminded me a bit of the movie May with Angela Bettis, just because you know her life kind of she's kind of kooky and she kind of goes a little bit out of control. So I can kind of compare it to that. Not gore wise though, because the last, you know, like I said, 12 to 14 minutes or whatever, this is really gory and a really well done gore too. That baseball bat definitely gets some use. Uh, the last line in the movie, which I won't say, is said by Alyce, and it's just kind of a nice fit ending to that. She's just totally lost it. She's just standing there and she says something, and there's other people in the room, and she's like, "Yep, this girl's gone." So this was an enjoyable film. Like I said, Jade Dornfeld is really good as Alyce. I hadn't seen her in nothing else. I looked her up on IMDb and I didn't really recognize her anything else that she was in, but I'd like to definitely like to see her in something else. Uh, James Duval is also in this from May, and SLC Punk and Donnie Darko. He plays a really good character. Not in it a lot, but yeah. have to see what happens there with his character. So yeah, overall, I'd say definitely give this a watching. And what I said, the middle drags a little bit. Her descent, it kind of gets a little bit slow in the middle there. But at the beginning, with her hanging out with her friend, and then the last, you know, few minutes of the film, as I mentioned, are definitely worth seeing. So if you want to see this, but you only want to see the gore, then just skip to like the last 15 minutes of the movie, and you'll be satisfied with the gore. But overall, it's a really fun film. I definitely check it out. It's definitely worth seeing. If for anything, Jade Dornfeld's performance alone is really cool. This DVD here, behind the scenes of Alyce, which is only about 8 minutes long, and it's kind of those behind the scenes where like there's a guy with a camera shooting the people filming the scenes, so there's not really anything too special there. And a few cast interviews on here. Once again, nothing that's really stand out. And of course the trailer. Why they still put trailers on as a special feature, I don't know. But yeah, definitely check it out. I don't think you'll be too disappointed. Just get through the little middle section and enjoy the beginning and definitely the endings, the ending of the film, and I think you'll be satisfied. So if you can find it, check it out. Comment, subscribe. Cheers.